So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Porter. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get... And the Raiders have got him. Joe Schobert charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 3rd and long. Porter. And he's going to go down again. Maurice Hurst. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Looking to throw. Porter. And the pressure gets to him again. Joe Schobert. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Carr now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 27 yards, and the Steelers have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On the draw, Richard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 1.
That's the receivers that spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Porter looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Zach Gentry taking it in. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Carr out a throw. And he'll find Moreau here.
Let's go,
21-3 is your score after 1. Barber on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down. From the gun on third down, Porter being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barber shedding through the defense. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Carr. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
On 2nd down now. It's Barber, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. From the gun, Carr. His throw incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun, Porter. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Steps away to his left. He can run for it. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. Does the big boy have the juice?
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Carr now on first down. Got his man. It's Williams. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Carr finds Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards the pickup there. Carr now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. To him as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Porter buying time to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we come upon. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
Let's see how that recipe works. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They'll run the draw with Barber. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Throwing on second down. Barrett. The kidder here. It's complete.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
60 outlaw. We got three, Snap.
And now a carry here for their fullback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Down. And 2 stop. Let's make these babies proud. Let's make these babies proud.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
From the gun, here's Barber. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. Oh, Barber loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll try and run with their fullback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
X3, 218, top.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On 2nd and goal, Barrett, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now Barrett. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau there to make the grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Is under review.
Barrett's pass complete to Foster Moreau. Touchdown Raiders.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is down to 2.
Next to score, Steelers 21.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. He's going to let this one go deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On 1st down, Barrett to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Renfro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. To throw is Barrett.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Running with Barber out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The open man here, Renfro. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Barrett looking to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On first down, it's Snell again. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Griffin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
This goes to Barber, the running back. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Barrett. And that is incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now Griffin on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Malik Jackson breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. From the 36, Griffin. Open man here is Gentry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is RG3. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing here. Barrett firing quickly here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And he'll find Moreau here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw Barrett. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Barber. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. 2nd and 4. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Barrett. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope when they have this.
Pass complete to number 84. Touchdown Raiders. The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Snell. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Griffin. Open man, it's Vanette. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Griffin down to a knee, and that should be the final act in this game. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis.